If you can find 5 minutes to laugh every day, your health will be so improved. That's a great way to naturally just release endorphins and really just increase your overall physical and mental health. Hello, and welcome back to Habits and Hustle Solo Edition, where we talk and explore a variety of different topics that are in the zeitgeist, that are of interest to me and to hopefully you guys as well. And today's topic is the science of laughter, why we laugh and how it affects our brains and our physical and mental health. I don't know about you, Shawnee, but I'm like a huge fan of comedy, of laughing. It's like literally my favorite thing in the world to do.
I love a good laugh.
Yeah.
I love a belly laugh.
Right?
Yes.
And I think there is a reason why they say like laughter is the best medicine, because it really is. I mean, like nothing changes a mood or changes your emotional state better than like a good hearty laugh.
Absolutely.
Right?
Oh my God, yeah.
I just love it. So that's why I love stand-up. So let's go into this a little bit more. You know, like there is a lot of research backing how laughter really does like change, not just the neuroplasticity in our brains, but our overall physical and emotional well-being. That's why there's like laughter therapy. There's like laughing yoga or whatever they call it.
Yeah, laughing yoga.
Laughing yoga.
It's my favorite thing.
Have you actually done it?
Yeah, I can't believe you've never done it. It's like so much fun.
Yeah, I've never done laughing yoga.
So much fun.
I just like going, that's why, like, you know, I'm like hugely obsessed with stand-up comedians and like watching stand-up. I can do that every single night of the week. It's just, to me, I just love it.
Yeah, good
like,
comedians are great.
Comedians, like, you know, every night I fall asleep to like watching some kind of Netflix comedy special.
But even the recent ones?
Listen, the recent ones haven't been so great. I got to be honest with you. But like it automatically changes if I'm like in a shitty mood, a sad mood, an angry mood, watching 5 minutes of comedy just shifts everything.
Yeah.
So this is why I think this is like a good topic to really get into, because there's like, they can say gratitude, they could say meditation, they can say every other thing helps you with your mental health and like well-being. I believe laughter is number one.
Well, laughing yoga is so interesting because it's not actual, like you're not laughing because you're watching like a really hilarious stand-up bit. It's a forced laughter at first. You're all like, I did this on the beach in Laguna Beach. Like my whole family was there on vacation, and this circle of what looked like a cult just pulled us into their little laughing circle, and you just laugh, and instinctually, like, once everyone else starts laughing, you start laughing, and then everyone's just laughing a lot, and then you're just like laughing nonstop, and then it's just this crazy like bout of laughter that is just so uncontrollable, and it's one of my favorite things. It's so much fun.
You know, it reminds me of like yawning. You know, like when someone else starts to laugh,
yes,
I end up laughing because they're laughing, and then I can't control my laughter, and it goes back and forth.
Yep.
And it's like usually the best belly laugh, the best uncontrollable laugh is like the best feeling ever.
100%.
Right? And this is what they say. So it actually does reduce stress hormones when we laugh. Our bodies release endorphins, which are natural chemicals that make us feel good. These endorphins can help reduce the levels of stress in our body, such as cortisol, which is like obviously the stress hormone, which has negative effects on our immune system. It also increases our immune system function. So laughter has been shown to increase the production of immune cells and antibodies, which help fight infections and illness. It also increases the activity of natural killer cells, which are white blood cells that can attack cancer cells and viruses.
That's so interesting.
Yeah. So there's a lot of like, and that's what I'm saying, there's like a lot of like backed science, what laughter does to our bodies in a positive way, physically and mentally.
Well, I mean, cortisol is like my arch nemesis. So anything to reduce.
By the way, it's everybody's arch nemesis.
My freaking arch nemesis.
It's everybody's. I mean, who likes cortisol? Like, I kind of, you know what I mean? It's not something that people are like, oh, I love having my stress hormone, you know.
If there was like a villain in my life, like in my story arc, my existence, like cortisol would be like the villain, like the ultimate villain. Like he would just be like the Mufasa or whatever of like my story.
I think it's everybody's. I really believe that. So we talked about like the power of humor, laughter therapy. What are the other types of forms of therapy besides yoga?
Art therapy?
That people could, like in laughter.
Oh.
Like, there's like a lot of ways that you can use laughter to like help you with your physical and mental conditions. I mean, it also helps with chronic pain because I guess you're forgetting about the pain that you have because you're focusing on like
That's true.
your endorphins are also, I guess your endorphins are releasing and you're just like distracted.
Do you talk about microdosing on this podcast at all? Is that allowed?
Well, we've never talked about it.
Because mushrooms will make you laugh like crazy, and that can be like a really good form of therapy.
But, you know, that's a whole other topic and a whole other podcast, but I don't think that has any type of psychedelic can have different effects on different people.
Sure.
So like it can make you laugh, but a lot of people I know have had like horrible things where they've cried the whole time, you know, or they've had anxiety the whole time.
That's quite sad.
It's not just laughing, right? It's like maybe that's been your experience, or maybe maybe if you microdose, you can get a different thing.
Well, microdosing is not going to give you any impact. It's not going to. It's a long term like thing. It's not something that gives you like a high.
And also, I would say that laughter is like a universal language, right? Like.
That's very true.
Everybody likes to laugh, and if you're laughing, I mean, it's a great bonding thing for people, like for personal bonding. Like, you know, if you're laughing and I'm laughing right away, we're like bonded because we had a shared experience that was so positive and happy and fun.
What's that Mean Girls quote that's like math is the same in every language? Like laughing is the same in every language. It really is.
It is. Laughing is the same.
Literally the same.
There's no language. It's just ha 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 ha. You know, like
unless you're typing in Spanish, it's ja 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 because J is ha, so it's ha ha ha.
Oh, really? That's right.
It's so funny. If I'm talking to my Spanish friends, I go ja ja ja.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's actually true. But I think it's like a universal language, right? And it's like it's bonding. It releases tension. I mean, there's so much like I think that people should explore the science of laughter as truly like it's free medicine, literally free medicine. Just as they would say, like we talk so much on this podcast about all these ways to like optimize your health and your life, right? Like from, you know, the saunas to the cold plunges to all sorts of like red light therapy, like all sorts of different modalities. I said earlier, gratitude, journaling, all these things. But like at the end of the day, if you can just have a good laugh or like and like laugh for like 5 minutes a day, so many of these like negative things that like are keeping you held back or down or, you know, so much of it just goes away if you can just find something to laugh about.
100%.
Right? I think it should be the number one health modality, and it's free. It should be up there with walking. I think walking and laughter are the two best and biggest ways to change your mood and to elevate your health, to me. Those are the two, and they're free. Anybody can do it. Everybody can do it. And you don't need to have anything but yourself. You can laugh at yourself if you want. You know what I mean?
I do it every day.
I do it every day. Exactly.
Free 99.
Yeah.
It's so interesting because laughing is also like when they say humor as a coping mechanism for kids who go through a lot when they're younger and they just become really funny in the end. Like it's interesting because it's literally like one of the best coping mechanisms, and it makes so much sense that some people would naturally go that route because of what it does to your body physically.
So I also believe it's the best way to kind of like a lot of like the world, like people like political problems, everything like it's like if you can like find humor in certain things that are like terrible, it's a great way to cope with anything, right? Like
absolutely.
It's just I just think it's to be up there between that and walking. I'm not joking. Are the two, in my opinion, those are the two best ways to impact and increase your health in a positive way.
Who are your favorite comedians to watch?
Oh my gosh.
I'm so curious.
Now you're talking my language. I used to be obsessed with Sebastian Maniscalco. Do you know who he is? He's an Italian guy.
So familiar.
He used to be hilarious. And then like as he got more like now he's so successful. He's like one of the biggest stand-ups of all time. He can like sell out the Madison Square Garden for like 3 nights in a row. he like lost a little bit of his edge, in my opinion.
That happens.
Right, because like now, like his perspective, like, you know, when you're down when you're in the trenches and like you know what I mean, like you're funny as hell. But as like now you're living a bougie life, it's not so funny about his kids in private school, or like his life is very different.
Yeah, his kids in private school.
Well, like his last special just wasn't that funny to me. Sorry, Sebastian, I still like you, but I'm obsessed. My favorite of all time is Chris Rock.
Really?
Chris Rock, to me, never lost his edge. He was hilarious 20 years ago. He still is hilarious. Every special I've seen on him, he's brilliant. He's so smart. He has his perspective, his thought process, his delivery, his voice. He, to me, is bar none, the best stand-up comedian of all time. Of all time. But I also... Second closest is Bill Burr. I love Bill Burr. So you got Chris Rock, you got Bill Burr. I do like Sebastian, but not as much as those guys. I think those two. I mean, people love Dave Chappelle. I think he's good, but
I think he's lost his last couple specials. I just wasn't really, I don't know. They just like, I wasn't getting like a belly laugh out of them. Do you know what I mean? I need like real, it's nice when it's thought provoking too. Don't get me wrong. I like that, but I don't really care. I don't really want to think. I'm not trying to think. Yeah. I'm trying to just like die laughing.
Well,
I want to fall off my seat. Like, you know
Did you listen to Chris Rock's
recent
Netflix special?
No, but you know what?
You have to listen.
My dad told me also to watch it, and that's kind of what put me off from watching it, because I was like, he always tells me like,
no, he's right. I'm not joking. To me, he to me is just, I think, the best of all time. Oh, another one I love, who's clean, like who doesn't really swear. He's super clean. He's really clever. Is Jim Gaffigan. Jim Gaffigan is amazing too. I like him. There's so many. I really love Ali Wong. She's really good too.
She's hysterical.
She's amazing.
I don't want to lean in. I want to lie down.
Yeah,
was one of my favorite lines ever.
She's so good.
So good.
Another one, we had him on actually, and Sam Morril is very good too.
Oh, you know, when I'm scrolling on social, but I don't want to scroll on social. Like, yeah. I think that it's an unproductive waste of my time, but I still don't want to do anything else.
Right.
I'll go to someone like Sam's profile and just scroll through reels, because I feel like it's productive. Like, I'm laughing, and so I'm feeling really good.
100%.
And his reels are really funny. He's funny.
He's great. Like, he's great in the moment. Like, Sam can, like, that's why his whole page is basically like him picking people out of the crowd work. The crowd. And but they're really great, and that's great content. He's actually on tour right now. Yeah. So if you guys check him out, he's really good. And again, it's also his delivery, his voice. Voice has a lot to do with these comics, I find. Like,
definitely does.
There's a bunch of people. I like this other girl. She used to date Sam Morril. Her name is Tamlin. What's her name? I can't remember her name. She's really good.
Tamlin?
No, I'm not saying her name right. She's really funny. Like, she's young, and she's like super, super, super talented. And her and Sam Morril used to go out, and what is her name? She's really funny.
Let me see. Ex-girlfriend Sam Morril.
Yeah, Google it.
Oh, Taylor Tomlinson.
Yeah, Taylor Tomlinson.
You like her?
I think she's really good.
I don't think she's that funny.
Oh my God. She's super, I think she's so clever. Like, how she like sequences words together. I think she's amazing. I think she's great. Brian Regan's another one I really like. There's so many, but...
Do you know Anthony Jeselnik?
Yeah, I do. I know him. He's good. I like him. Not as good as the other ones, though.
I think
people love him.
I think he has, in terms of the economy of words, like, he's one of the best.
He's good. He's very good.
Literally crafting jokes. Like, I don't find Taylor to be a joke crafter. I think she's kind of got something, but she's not crafting jokes to perfection. Yeah.
I think that she tells a great story. But
I don't like story comedy.
Yeah, but I mean,
I like stand-up.
She's great. I think she's an excellent stand-up. She has like 3 specials, and each one of them I think were amazing.
Crazy. I could never get into any of them. I even started all of them. Yeah, I just didn't like them.
See, I actually do like. I like Andy Jeselnik. He wasn't one of my favorites. Oh, Do you know who I love? And I think you put me on to him is Elon Gold or
I
Gould.
love Elon
He's
Gold.
hilarious.
Elon Gold is so freaking funny. Oh
He
my
is
God.
so funny. And the other guy that his sidekick, that Modi.
Modi, yeah.
I like him. I think
Modi's
he's very
great.
funny.
Someone I love also on the British side of the pond is Michael McIntyre. I think you would really like him. He's very family friendly too.
I don't know that guy. You know what I do like? I like
So funny.
He's funny. I like Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ricky Gervais. Yeah, but Michael McIntyre is like a little bit more like Michael McIntyre is. Yeah, I guess he's like family friendly. The guy literally sells out like arenas nonstop. He's fun for everyone. He's so good.
You know who I used to love actually is Russell Peters. Do you know who he is?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Russell Peters is so good.
He was so good. This is the point, right? There's a comedian for everybody. Everyone
There
has
is.
different tastes and everything else, but the bottom line is if you can find 5 minutes to laugh every day, your health will be so improved. That's a great way to naturally just release endorphins and really just increase your overall physical and mental health. And like I said, this podcast is all about actionable ways to optimize your life and your health. And so today we bring you the science of laughter. And let us know some comedians that you guys like. Seriously, like I'm always looking for someone to laugh to. So please share.
Yes, go have a chuckle.
Yes. And let me know some other ones if I haven't mentioned them already on the podcast.